The Woody Show podcast broadcast.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Don't say anything because we've been promoting this as a mystery celebrity guest.
Oh, okay.
And Ravey, who's on the show right now, is a huge fan of yours, and she has told me many times that if she ever got a chance to talk to you, that she would freeze and not be able to speak.
Okay, so wait, does she know that it's me? I'm confused.
No, she doesn't know yet.
Well, I know now that
Now
I've
she
heard her
knows.
say a line. It's Gwen Stefani.
It's Gwen Stefani.
I don't know.
Gwen Stefani.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if I ever talked to Gwen Stefani, it would end up being like the Chris Farley show on Saturday Night Live. Did you see that where he would have like
Right.
Paul McCartney on and say,
"Remember that time?"
"So do you remember when you did that?"
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Well, Gwen, thanks for calling in this morning.
Thanks for having me on. I'm just starting to get woken up here a bit, which
Yeah.
is early over here. But
Yeah, it must be nice to be able to sleep in whenever you want because you have so much money. You can just do whatever you please.
oh my God!
Yeah.
It must be really nice to not ever sleep having two kids.
Yeah.
Hello?
But, come on, you have a staff of people, though, don't you?
Yeah, like
No.
50.
You don't?
No.
Is Gavin your staff?
No.
That's just it. Like, I would put him to work doing that. Like, I mean, he can't breastfeed or anything, but they're too old for breastfeeding at this point.
No, my baby's
Not the
only
new
6
one.
months.
Yeah, really.
Oh, 6 months?
Yeah.
I thought it had been longer.
No.
No.
She has an older
research.
son.
Yeah. Well, Gwen Stefani's on the phone because she's calling in to promote the tour, which the tickets are going on sale tomorrow. Sleep Train Pavilion in Concord on the 21st of July, and then the Shoreline Amphitheater show, which we've had tickets to all week. That's happening on the 25th. No Doubt back together.
And excited.
I know. Ravey, how many of the No Doubt shows have you already have on your calendar?
You don't understand. I'm planning. I want to go to Las Vegas. I want to go to Concord. I want to go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
I want.
Why are you shaking right
Her
now?
hand is shaking
I
as
know.
she's counting
I'm
off the
telling you,
names.
Yeah.
it's pathetic. Like we've got a potential stalker situation going on right here. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. No Doubt is going on tour. You have no idea.
Well, we're really excited. I mean, we weren't even planning to do this. I basically was doing the Sweet Escape tour, and I wanted to come back, get pregnant, and then make the No Doubt record. And we tried. I mean, I was basically in the studio loads, but I think being pregnant is so consuming, and didn't really get too far. So we're in the middle of recording, and I'm really feeling like, oh my gosh, I've been so pregnant forever and in this house and in this room, and I just need to get out. So I'm like, let's just go on tour now. And that, I think, is going to really point me in the right direction of songwriting, which is one of those really torturous journeys where you never know when it's going to happen or when you're going to get an idea. So the idea behind the whole thing is just to go out there, have fun, go on tour, get on stage, have that chemistry between us and that energy, and come back and make a record.
Well, how stoked were the rest of the members of No Doubt when you said that you wanted to do something with No Doubt? Because your solo career has been so huge.
Well, I mean, the thing is that this is all, it's all in the plan. We always talked about, I mean, we never broke up. It was like I was going to do a dance record, and then we would make a No Doubt record. But what happened was, I was talking about the inspiration, during that whole time period, it was just, I didn't know it was going to spiral out of control and be so successful. And I really wanted to, musically, I was really in this mode of this dance music. So I ended up doing the Sweet Escape as well. That definitely was not in the plan, but everybody was cool about it. We've been together for so long, and I basically given them my life for most of my life, so they're cool about it. And then the plan was to come back and after the tour and make a No Doubt record. And it's weird because as soon as I finished the Sweet Escape, musically, I knew I was done with that whole inspiration. I was ready to move on to something else. So now I'm just kind of trying to find what that is exactly.
Because the rest of the band was kind of in a secret way rooting for you to fail. Because
No,
the
they
last thing,
weren't.
think about it. Okay, I'm saying because you're in No Doubt, right? And then here's Gwen. Gwen, you by far, come on, you're the star, right? You are No Doubt. I mean, to most people,
That's not true.
You are to most people, Ravey. Gwen
Not to
is
super fans.
You guys don't put me in a really bad mood. I got a lot of phoners to do.
Yeah, no, she is No Doubt. So then she goes on and she does this great successful solo thing, and they're thinking,
Yeah.
No
I think
way.
it's a
We
legitimate concern.
always knew. As much as we liked the solo stuff, we always knew she was going back to the band.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, nobody really knows the ins and outs, and Tony, actually, my bass player in No Doubt, was really involved in those records. So creatively, he helped me write 4 in the Morning. He wrote half of that song. So they're still involved in a way that maybe people didn't realize,
like a behind the scenes way.
Exactly. So and they're all, they've all done things on their own individually. Like, Adrian's been touring with Bow Wow Wow and doing like his own, like tons of different things. He's a golfer, so he's, people are in the band, they're all doing their separate things and taking time for themselves after being committed to each other all those years. It's hard for anyone on the outside to understand like the dynamic of the commitment. So to be able to take a break and do your own thing and have your family, and it was really good for all of us. And I learned a lot by going out and writing with other people, and Tony has become like an amazing producer and songwriter outside. I mean, he basically produced Pink's new single that's out right now. So there's a lot going on that people don't really know about. And so, yeah, I think that you're wrong in everything you just said. And,
but see, that's
so
nothing.
Just shut up.
Boom, roasted by Gwen Stefani.
Nice.
I'm cool getting roasted by it. It's cool.
Yeah, I need to roast you right now.
Yeah, nice.
It's so early. I'm grumpy.
Yeah.
Do you plan on taking the kids on tour, or is that off limits?
Yeah, of course. We have actually, between all of us, we have six boys or five boys?
Nice.
Yeah. So we have a lot of kids, and it's going to be the first time we've ever done that. So it's going to be fun. There's going to be lots of bicycles and games and toys.
Well, does the tour need some kind of backstage babysitter? Because I'm totally available.
Ravey.
I like little kids.
Although it might be weird to have a stalker watching your
No,
kids.
that's not true.
Yeah.
I can come back from that. I can do it.
So with this tour, I mean, because there's no new material right now from No Doubt, it's just going to be all the
a hit
hits.
smash, just smashing us with hits.
It's going to be, we're going to be killing you with each song that comes on. Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, we actually did a tour right as I was doing my solo records. We did this like a singles tour, so we kind of know what it's like to be able to play like every single song is a song that you're going to know and in the whole set, which is a really amazing place to get to when you're in a band. Like, you don't have any downtime. It's just like, oh, you like that one? What about this one? And then everyone's like singing all the words, and then what about this one? So it is really fun, and that again, like the whole point is to get inspired and figure out what the next No Doubt record's going to be. And there's no better way than hearing your songs being sung to you. It's like it's such an ego boost.
Well,
and
nothing's more of a downer than when you go to see some band you're really into and they play a bunch of crappy songs. You go there to go
stuff that you're not familiar with.
Yeah, you go there to see like the big hits and they play everything but, because they're tired of hearing them. So it's nice to hear that you're still in that space where it's like that's you like that. You like it when people know all your songs. And
I only like hits. I think that's probably the hard part about writing music. It's like sometimes you have to write songs that aren't hits to write hits, and it gets frustrating for me because I'm so non-committal. I'm like, ooh, that's not good enough, and then just moving on, and then next thing you know, I'm like, let's go on tour.
Is it going to be all No Doubt songs, or are you going to throw any of your solo stuff in there?
No, that was a moment in time, and it's kind of over now. So It's sad. It's a little bit sad for me because it was such amazing time, and like the Sweet Escape tour was so special, and the Harajuku Girls and all those songs. I love those songs so much, but it was always meant to be just this moment in time and the project that I did, and I've kind of walked away from it now, and I'm going to do this.
The craziest thing, when I was reading up on the history of No Doubt, program director said it would be an act from God if this music ever hit the radio.
Really?
Yeah, can you imagine?
What?
Yeah, that's why I hate program directors.
Yeah, that's why they
I wonder
suck.
where he's working now.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah, they're all terrible. Program directors are the worst.
I have a question for Gwen. Is there a point where somebody, because she's such a big fan, is there a point where somebody becomes a big fan? Where does it go from they're a big fan to, all right, I need security to keep this creep away from me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to have security on tour, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, and hey, I know you got to go, but Gwen is calling in to remind everybody tickets for the shows are going on sale tomorrow. The Sleep Train Pavilion in Concord on July 21st, and then the Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View on July 25th. Ravey will be at both shows.
Heck yeah.
Look for Ravey. She'll be the one with the really creepy look in her eye.
That's not true. I'll be the one all psyched up like everybody else.
Hey, can I ask you one quick non-No Doubt related question?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see.
Okay.
There's been a lot of reunions lately. Blink-182. I mean, all these different bands getting back together. Stone Temple Pilots. Are the rumors true about Gavin and the guys from Bush getting back together?
Not right now. He's about ready to do his own, like, the solo tour thing, and he has another song that just came out. I think his new single's just coming out, and you never know. Like, I think he would love to do a Bush tour and a Bush
that'd be awesome.
record. But we'll have to see if we can convince everybody.
And then when that happens, you guys can go on tour with Bush and Goo Goo Dolls again and relive 1997. Relive 1997 again. It'd be so awesome. But Gwen, thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
We appreciate it. Would you like to say anything else to Gwen before she hangs up, Ravey?
Thanks for bringing No Doubt back and going on tour this summer. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on your station.
And will you send Ravey some of your teeth and hair?
No, it's not like that.
All right. See you guys at the show.
All right, Gwen. Thank you so much. All
Okay,
right.
bye.
Wow, she's super nice.
Listen live weekday mornings 6 to 10.